good morning. So I just finished changing this top a little bit to fit me. When I went to Thailand, I found these second-hand shops. And there one day I found this top. Absolutely beautiful, but it had one little problem. The neck was like this, very, very tight around my neck. And I don't like things that's tight around my neck. So I thought, you know what, for 50 Rand, I think this was 50 Rand, $2. I thought I'm just gonna buy it because it's really absolutely gorgeous, and then I'm gonna just change the neck. So this morning I thought today is the day. So all I did was I just cut off this thing, and then I cut it a little bit lower, the neckline, and I just sewed it back on. But listen at the back. I just went in at the back, opened it up a little bit in the back, and voila, there you have it. Now look at this. Then I realized what I can also do with this. I can just put a brooch there. Got this beautiful, beautiful brooch as a present from a precious friend. And look at this. So all of a sudden I look and feel like $1 million. And I found this in, let's call it a charity shop. So yes, if I can sew, you can sew. Because I don't even have an overlocker at this stage anymore. I just didn't enjoy. I had one and I did lots of sewing with it. But when I just started to call it play, these days my sewing, it's more like playing. I just create. I just use my little machine to sew straight and zigzag. That is all I use, and I can make all my stuff, and I can mend clothes, and I can change clothes a little bit. And that's why I say, if I can, you can. All you have to do is just start with one little thing. And another awesome thing, I am not a perfectionist. So my things, if you really look closely, it's not going to win a prize. A prize for perfection. But it's more than good enough for me. Because most people out there cannot sew. So they have no idea what is actually going on behind the scenes of sewing. So my dear friend, if you start to sew, nobody's going to care. Nobody's going to worry or know. So the only thing that's keeping you back from sewing, even if you don't have a machine at the beginning, you can just have a needle and some yarn and a pair of scissors, and just start changing your clothes to things that you really love wearing. I had so many clothes in my cupboard that I really didn't enjoy wearing. Some were fantastic, quality-wise, everything, but it just wasn't me. So when I started to sew again, after years of never sewing, I decided I'm just gonna play. I'm just gonna create what I love wearing, what makes me feel good, because that's what it's all about. It's not about, lots of times I wear something and then I really just feel this is not me. It just doesn't do it for me. And then hubby will come in and he'll say, you look beautiful. That doesn't help. I still doesn't feel, let's call it myself, in my clothes. So then I've learned it's all about how do I feel in my clothes that I wear. The same with you. And then once again, it comes back to no judgment. Just wear what you love and give others the grace to also just wear what they love. And that's how we create a beautiful life. Start with you. If you are at peace with yourself and in love with yourself, you've got to come to that point where you really make peace with who you are, with how you look. You've got to come to the point where you appreciate your body. Because this body of mine has carried me for up to now, lovingly accommodate me all the way while I was moaning and groaning because this is too big and this is too small and this is that. And once I want to share this with you, very personal. We went on a trip and I think it was, Sweden, or I don't know where we were. And we were at this small little town. And the morning I was just walking and I saw this wooden structures inside the sea. And you know me, I cannot leave anything alone. And I saw people walking there, but they had plastic bags and bags with them. And I thought, they must be selling something. It must be like a little market. So I ended up there. And as I was walking on this wooden walkway into the sea, I got closer and closer to this wooden building. And when I enter, I could hear men's voices on the right-hand side in a little area, closed up area, and women's voices on my left-hand side. So I'm from South Africa and we do not have these things here. So I had no idea what it was. So I decided I'm going to peep in to where the women's voices were. So I was walking, and as I peeped in, I first got the fright of my life. It was a nudist swimming area. So all the women, it was only a women's area, they were naked. But in 1 second, I was only peeping through for about a second or two, but that changed me permanently. What I saw there, I think there was about 15 women, but they were all ages, all sizes, I remember one woman had only one breast. She had a mastectomy. There were thin women. There were not so thin women. There were women in their prime, let's say 30s. There were older women. There were really old women as well. And all of them were either sitting there, just soaking up the sun. Some were swimming. But all of them were so peaceful, so in tune with just being who they are and who everybody else were. There were little children there. Can you imagine growing up in a society where you grow up seeing a lot of people naked? I mean, I saw my mum growing up, and then I saw my little friends when I was in school in the hostel, and when my friends came to visit. But that is what I have seen, those bodies. And then I grew up seeing the bodies in all the magazines telling me you're supposed to look like this and you're not supposed to look like you are looking. And in that moment, seeing all those women, different shapes, sizes, ages, body builds, it changed me forever. I just realized I got to make peace with my body as it is. I got to start loving my body, be thankful, grateful for my body. So I was not thinking about this. I just wanted to show you how to change a neckline. And I mean, this neckline, you can use this for anything. I mean, if you do a t-shirt and you just have a little bit of a braiding like this, you can just stitch it on. I mean, look there, this is too narrow for me because I think this is a Korean shirt, or I don't know. But I'm not going to fasten it. I don't have to fasten it. It is now fitting me absolutely perfectly. All I did was just change the neckline a little bit. So when you start to sew, your life changes forever, because all of a sudden you can buy at charity shops, you can take old clothes from people and just change them into things that you absolutely love. So thank you that I can share my day and story with you. Thank you for all my new subscribers, and please subscribe and like and let me know where you are from. Do you sew? Are you going to start sewing? Have you made peace with your body? And making peace with other people's body. Oh boy, we judgmental. Oh, look at that one. That one is fat. That one is too thin. That one is this. All comparing, and I've realized when I start to compare, it means I want to feel better about myself, so I judge others. That's what we do. That's why we judge, because we want to feel better about ourselves. So this journey through this realm, I'm finding out presently, it's about me and making peace with my life and my body and my circumstances in this moment, because that allows the peace and the joy in me to start rising and start taking over my life. Because what you see on your inside is what manifests and what you see in this realm. So if you judging yourself, you will only feel the same about others. Oh boy, so have a fantastic day. Love you lots. And you are perfect as is. Exactly where you are supposed to be in this moment. And when you start there in this moment, just being grateful and start to appreciate what you do have. Because I've also, in the past, I was also judging my life on what I do not have. And then I was really not satisfied. I was not happy until I've learned to appreciate my life as I am. Start right here, right now, and just sit and just think, wow, even though I don't feel 100% yet, I'm still thankful for my body. You know, me being able to make a video, me being able to change my top. And now I'm going to go back into my bed and rest. Give my body the love it needs to recover. Give it the time it needs. Well, there I go again. Love you lots, is it from Zedster's Lab.